Top of the morning, you lot. I hope you're all well. It's a lovely Sunday morning for me right now, and I'm going to be making a few improvements to my wire antenna. Not much, nothing major, just a few improvements to sort of neaten up its appearance and maybe make it work a bit better. I don't know, but the point is to make it look a bit neater, in the garden there. So let's have a look and see what we can do, shall we? So at the moment I've got it tied with the shoelace there, and the wires, the earth wire and the coax just come down there like that. So my plan is to screw this piece of wood up on there, run the wires in the gap between that and the guttering, then I can mount the transformer box onto the wood. It'll be a bit neater rather than having it tied. So that's that plan anyway. Now then, for the purpose of sort of testing things out for you lot, so that I can let you lot know how things work in the future and things, I'm testing these ones from UK Antennas, just so I can say what let you lot know what they're like, because you can easily make a transformer, but you can also buy them and they're quite cheap. So I've been able to get hold of these two. I originally bought this one by mistake. I thought I bought this one, but when it arrived I realised that I'd bought this one. But it doesn't matter because it was still for 40 meters, which is the main band I wanted to use it on. But I thought that I'd bought the multi-band transformer. I just mislooked on the website and ordered the wrong one. Anyway, so what I did was I put this one up and I used it on 40 meters very well. Made contacts into USA, Germany, Portugal, Ukraine. I've got a few of the contest stations and everything. Works very, very well. But this one here in the instructions says, and it's probably got the correct amount of windings in there, I should think, amount of turns, for 40 meters only. But it says on the instructions, use only on 40 meters, don't use on any other bands. But me being me, I tuned it on 20 meters, and it worked fine. Made contacts. It just tune around, but it's probably not the best idea. But if it tunes, then why not use it? So that's what I did. But I wanted it to be proper, so I saved up for a month or so, and got myself this. So this is the multi-band one. It's a 49:1 transformer, 400 watts, sort of maximum. That was 800 watts. You can put through there. Well, the legal limit in this country is 400 anyway, so it doesn't matter. This one's 400 watts that I can't even use yet. But there we go. Anyway, you don't need a little power to get out of the country anyway. I got to America on 5 watts using this wire. So it's perfectly, anyway, it doesn't matter about the wattage. Anyway, so I've just got this one. It's arrived. So now what I'm going to do is they give you everything you need. They even give you another insulator, because when I bought this one, I bought it with the 20 meter length of wire and everything as well that you've already seen where I've strung it up. It come all complete, but because I realised I'd bought the wrong one, I thought, well, I'm not going to need to go and buy another whole complete unit with all the wire and everything. So they sell you just a transformer. So I've bought just this transformer, and I'm going to hook it. I'm going to attach the wire that I've already got, 20 meter length. So I'm hoping, in my head, I'm not an antenna professional, but as far as I'm aware, it should act the same as this one did on 40 meters, but I'll also be able to hopefully tune it on other bands, because if this one tuned on 20 meters and 12 meters and 17 and wherever else it tuned, I can't remember. I don't think it tuned on 10. I think I was too much of a long shot. But this one should do anyway, at least. So they give you another insulator in case you're going to add extra wire, your own bit of wire. But like I said, I've already got that. So, you've got everything you need. So I'm just going to go and attach all that up there now. So the thing is, well, I don't understand this. They've got this warranty void thing on there, right? But where I've had this up, it's been rained on and things. And as I was getting it down, I was sort of holding it like that, and my thumb sort of slipped down, and the warranty thing peeled off, which is a little bit annoying. I tried to stick it back down again, but you can clearly see that it's been peeled off. So it must have been wet or something, I don't know. I was just sort of holding it as I was climbing down the ladder, and I sort of, don't know, sort of went like that somehow. And I was thinking, the sticker's come off. So now if I wanted to take this back, they'd be like, you've taken the sticker off, it's void, the warranty's void. Oh well, luckily I don't think I've been needing to do that. They're very, very simple inside. Well, actually, funnily enough, now this one's been taken off, I might take it apart, open the lid up, and show you what's on the inside, for those of you that don't know. Might be another video. Anyway, enough rambling, let's go and put this up. Alright, so the original plan that I had to, this felt's had it on here, I need new felt. The original plan that I had to put that piece of wood on there, I was hoping, I couldn't remember how far this sticked out from there. It sticks out too far, you see. I can't get a screw in there. So I might have to still tie it to that temporarily, because the plan is to do this roof. Because it's got some holes in it where it's starting to leak through. You can see a bit of a puddle there. It's not so good over there either. So the plan is to put a bit of a pitch on this roof. So I might just string this up temporarily, because it goes over there and goes around the conservatory, see? So I might just string it up as it was temporarily, and then when we do the roof I can attach it properly. I think that might be the plan. Well, there you go. So what I've managed to do is I've used a few cable ties, put it up there, got my earth. I'm going to tie them together, so the earth isn't being pulled as much. But then that goes in a straight line now, over there, across there, down to there, and up to there. So that should be a bit better. Alright, so I've got this piece of water pipe. It's like blue, I don't know what, it's just water pipe. Looks like it's been attacked by some kind of animal at one point. But I've got this because I want to do some more holes in the wall to put coax cable through and other cables in the shack. Now this is what we used when my dad built most of this. It was his idea to put this through the wall. So you drilled the hole and then we're putting this through the wall, and it's like a little sleeve, and you put the wire through. I guess many people who do it have done it, you know, but this is a good idea. So I've got some more of it, and I'm going to drill some more holes and put some more of that through. Yeah, lovely. Got a bit of done a little bit of a test with that wire just briefly. I'm on 40 meters now. There's a few contest stations out there, but it doesn't seem to hear as well as it did with the other transformer in there. But that might be because there's not many people out there. But this, I don't know, a bit more testing needs to be done with it, I think. Bloody insulation in there, getting caught up on the drill bit. But what I had to do was I went around the outside. I drilled this hole and went around the outside and guessed where because I knew where the earth line was there. So I guessed, and I drilled another hole on the outside, and I can poke this screwdriver through there now, and I've looked and it goes to the outside. So I've got it more or less in a straight line. Ain't got to be perfectly straight, but now I just got to try and move some of this insulation out of the way so that I can poke me a bit of pipe through. Got it there now, I think. Needs a little bit more and it'll be in. That's that there. That's that there now, through there. Now all I've got to do is unsolder this plug, because that goes through there and I want it to come out of there now, so it's not going, because it goes out there and it has to go down and curve around. I've got to vacuum all that up, but I want that to come straight out of there so I can plug straight in the back of the radio, see? And not only that, this is the 2 meter antenna wire. This RG8 here is for 2 meters, and I've got my wire here. Trouble is, I've got at the moment, when I key up on the wire, my 2 meter meter here reads, it starts reading the wattage. So I've obviously got RF coming from here, some here. So to try and eliminate that, the first step I'm going to take is remove the wire. So this 2 meter wire will have its own outlet here, or inlet, whatever way you want to put it. My 11 meter wire has got its own one there. So then my 2 meter one will have its own one, and my wire will have its own one here. That's the first step to try and eliminate the RF. And not only that, I want to upgrade the cable for 2 meters to 213, the same as this. And obviously that won't fit all through there, so that's another reason. But there we go. I'm going to vacuum all this mess up now, and then I'm going to unsolder this plug, take the wire out, put the wire through there, and then solder the plug back on it again. Right, my next piece of trouble is I've got the CCTV camera, what goes and is outside there, and all the wires. I put a couple of ferrite things on there just to see if it helped. It didn't make any difference. I wasn't really expecting it to, but I had them on the shelf, so I stuck them on the wire there. Tried them up there, it didn't work. But the wire goes along here, see, and then it goes around that corner, and then it goes up and past over to the recording box. Now, up here, obviously above the roof, is where the wire goes, directly in line there, all the way down there, see? So I think what's happening is it's interfering, because what happens is when I transmit, I've got blood all over my hands, cut my hand open a minute ago, and when I transmit I lose picture from this camera. So, but there's another camera over on that corner outside, and I don't lose picture from that one, but the wire runs in a different direction. But I think the signal is coming down, and RF is interfering with the wire here, not necessarily the camera, but the wire, because the wire goes along and runs directly underneath. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move that wire, and I'm going to put it over this side of the garage and run it along that side all the way up to the and run it round that way. Alright, so what I've done, I need to tidy it up yet, but I've just literally run it along the top there, and it's gone along there and all the way along there, and then along there up to where the camera is. Obviously I need to tie that wire up because I've got a bit of excess wire. I've just tested it on 40 meters and it doesn't get that camera anymore, so obviously running it across there where the wire was, it was interfering with the wire and not the camera. Because at first I thought, obviously this RF's coming out and it's interfering with the camera, because the camera is on that wall there, but on the outside you see where the wire goes up. So I thought to myself, maybe it's spraying out and killing the camera, but obviously it shows that it was the wire that it was getting. So yeah, that's that problem solved anyway. A lot of activity on the 11 meters today.
Allora, Radosław, la mia città...
There's someone on foot. Morse code maybe. Who that was. That can't be Morse. If that's Morse, that's too quick for me. Where's that other person going? Where's he a minute ago? someone out there. Anyway, there is someone out there, but I ain't going to play around. I've got other things to do. But that was, you know, what I'm going to do is, now I've installed that other one, that multi-band transformer. So, I'm by no means a professional or really know what I'm talking about, but I thought what I'd do is I'd get that and I can sort of let you lot sort of know what it's like, for those of you that are, because I always get a lot of questions. The reason I've done this is because I always get a lot of questions. What aerial do you use? What about this? What about that? And you know, have you got a wire? What wire do you use? And all that. So now I'm showing you, and I'm going to let you know how it actually performs. And you've seen the configuration I've got it in. That's a good thing about a wire, because you don't need to sort of, you can put it, you don't have to be very high, you know. And I've fixed that RF problem. The only trouble is I've got a different problem now, really. I'm not convinced that this, how it is now, hears as well as it did with the 40 meter transformer. You know, I don't know enough about how the differences are to know whether, you know, but well, I'm just going to experiment. That's all antenna. That's all it is, really. Ham radio and all that, CB and everything. It's just experimenting, really. Just seeing what works best for your location, because these wires here that I'm using, they're supposed to be preset, and they probably are in the perfect ideal world. But I know that the one I ain't. If I don't use the tuner, the SWR is 3 on 40 meters, and it's off the scale on all the other bands. So I have to use the built-in tuner in the radio. I've got an external tuner with a bit wider range, but the one in the radio is good enough to tune it to a good SWR, and it'll get them right down to nothing, or 1 to 1 anyway, at least. You can't really get a 0 SWR. Yeah, and that tunes them, and it works all right. But I don't think it's hearing as well. Maybe there's not many contests on this weekend. It's a Sunday, and it's 10 to 5. The clock on the radio is wrong, by the way, for those of you that have looked at it and thought, no, it ain't. So it's a Sunday, you know, maybe there's not many contests on, but last weekend I was playing around with that wire when it had the 40 meter transformer in it. And there was people on, you know, every 10, you know, you could go on 5, 6, 4, 8, whatever. And there's contests all over the place. You know, I got like 20 contacts, different contests they were. But today I only had that one person that we heard just now, and there's a other little person out there, but not much. So I don't know whether it's because this wire isn't hearing as well, the way I've just set it up, or if it's because there's not many people out there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it for a couple of weeks, and in a couple of weeks' time I'm going to let you lot know how it actually works and how it performs in this configuration, because I'm not saying that I'm not trying to tell you the best way to do it, because some people always get me wrong, the wrong way. All I'm trying to say is this configuration works, or it might not work. So I'm trying to help some of you lot to sort of, I don't know what I'm trying to do. Anyway, I thought it was a good idea. So the plan I've got for the other one, because obviously now I've got that 40 meter transformer, I was going to make one, but now I've got that one spare. So I'm going to buy some wire, and then I'm going to go out on top of the hill, and I'm going to string it from tree to tree. And then we'll go out and do a bit of mobile, or whatever you want to call it, mobile or just out and about radio, you know, on top of the hilltop there. That's the plan with that anyway. So if you're interested in that, then stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. Someone asked about a giveaway as well. When's the next giveaway? Because I gave away a CB last time. It was a T800, Thunderbolt T800 CB radio. I'd love to be able to give away a ham radio to whoever that person was that asked. Are you going to give away a ham radio? I'd love to be able to, but I can't afford to buy a ham radio for the purpose to give away at the moment. But maybe in the future there will be a ham radio of some kind to give away. I don't know what I'm going to give away this time. I'm going to leave it another month or two. I might do a sort of like a Christmas giveaway in time for Christmas perhaps, because I don't want to do too many giveaways in one go. I like doing the giveaways, and they're good for me because they make me feel good giving them away, you know. The only condition I'm going to be doing now is you've got to be subscribed. Anybody who's subscribed to the channel, if you're subscribed, doesn't matter how long you've been subscribed for, if you subscribe, then you're entered for the competition. If you want to unsubscribe after the competition's over, that's completely up to you. It's a free world, you know. Well, free country, at least in this country. It's not free in all countries, is it? Oh dear. But yeah, so anyway, Don't know what it's going to be. It might not even be a radio related giveaway, for those of you that are wondering. But I'm going to think of something. I try to up it each time, you know, to make it more exciting, because I don't know. It's just the way I like to do it. I do it mainly, like I said, it makes me feel good giving something to somebody. It makes me feel good, you know. If I gain subscribers and then lose them, fair enough. If I gain them and keep them, then brilliant. Thanks very much. Really appreciate it. So anyway, I'll catch you on the next one there, dudes. I plan on going out looking for more fly tipping fairly soon, so maybe that'll be a next video, I don't know. So I'll catch you on the next one then, dudes. Take care, won't you? And just have a brilliant day or evening or whatever it is you're doing. Oh, quickly before I go, if you want to have a try and have a talk with me on the radio, because there's a few people on CB that I talk to. They watch my videos, and I talk to them every now and again. Sometimes they're a bit weak on the signal, but other times they're alright. If you think, or at least you want to try to talk to me, send me a message or a comment or something. Tell me the frequency and a time, and we'll be there. I'll be there. I can do any band near enough. As you know, I've got this wire up now, so it'd be good to try and give it a bit of a test. You know, perhaps 40 metres or 20 metres, you know. So, yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to say. So I'll catch you on the next one, dudes, and take care, won't you?